Hey everyone, I'm here today to show you my homemade Kindling wrapper. First I just want to show you the old way of doing it. The picture there is my grandfather and my father, and they used this homemade wooden contraption. Used to put the Kindling inside there and then just take two pieces of string and put a hoop in one end of it, and then once the Kindling was in, they would put the string through one hoop, pull it tight, and tie it together. It was quite time consuming, but they used it for years. So now I've built myself one that's a lot quicker and a lot more efficient, so I'm going to show you that now. Hey, so here's the homemade Kindling wrapper I built. As you can see, I've got a round piece here. That's two pieces of 3/4 inch plywood glued together, and then put some wood screws in that. On here I've got a shaft that you have to lengthen out so that it's in the middle of this, and it's spring loaded so you can adjust your tension, and this is 5-inch pallet wrap material. This is adjustable in and out for different size Kindling, and you can see down here I've got 3 counterweights, and I put those there so that every time this spins, when I stop, no matter where I stop, those weights will always bring it back to this position so that it always is starting here. I've got a gearbox motor on here that drives it, and one of the problems I ran into was a foot switch. This motor is a 220 motor, and a foot switch for that was like $250, so I thought, woo. Anyway, then one day I grabbed the wife's sewing machine and I cut her switch off, which she may not be happy about. But anyway, and I broke one of the 110 lines for the 220, and it works great. So you just, once your Kindling are ready, you hit your foot switch, she runs around, and then when you stop it, you see it brings it right back to that position. So anyway, and then I'll take you around to the back now and show you the gears in the back. This motor, you can put any size sprocket you want on here, and according to how fast you want this to run. The bigger the sprocket to the small will speed it up, of course. So that's what I have there. Then you can see this mechanism here to keep the chain tight. That's actually, you can buy those for garage doors. They go at the bottom and they keep the door out from the wall. It has a wheel here. I thought that worked perfect because this is adjustable in and out, tightens the chain, worked really well. Used a sprocket here to bolt right straight through all of this. This is a 1-inch steel shaft that goes right straight through. And the biggest trick with this is, this all has to pivot. The front part can't pivot. It has to stay stationary while it goes around, and there can't be anything in the way, of course. So that's why you want that shaft going right straight through. And the whole unit's on wheels, and so that's about it. So now I'll give you a demonstration how it works. Okay, so now I'm going to give you a demonstration how this works. So you just take your Kindling, and you set your Kindling on here. This Kindling is 15 inches long. You can make it, 16 if you wanted to. That's why I made it adjustable. So that's about the size of a bundle. So you just grab this, and you turn it off of here, and I give this four rotations. 4. Take your finger, poke it through, flip it, drop it around, and there's your bundle of Kindling. And as you can see, we do it up and do so much ahead all the time. We're selling this at our farm market. So you can see it really takes the time away compared to what my grandfather and my father did. They were a long time wrapping this. This works really well. And it's fairly simple. I'll just grab one more to show you. And like I say, that's 5-inch pallet wrap that I'm using. You could use wider if you wanted to, but I figured 5 inches was enough. Like I say, the key is this has to turn. There can't be anything in the way. This has to be stationary. This can't move. So just go, hit the foot switch, and I find 4 wraps is good. Holds it quite tight. And this is adjustable, so if I don't feel this is tight enough, I can just turn this a little bit and it'll tighten it up. Poke your finger through, pull, another bundle of Kindling, ready to go. Really works well. It stays tight and fairly cheap. It cost me about 4 to 5 cents a bundle to wrap that with this pallet wrap. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed. If you have any comments, please leave them, and I'll answer any questions you have. Thank you. Bye.